Right, so a little over a year ago now, I put a video up about my security system, and I was over the moon, and it was by Simply Safe, and I just wanted to tell you why I've now changed my system from these cameras to the Google Nest cameras. So as you can see, I've got one of these on the back of my boat, and I've also got one at my bow of my boat. Quite simple, mounted on the top there. I've taken the battery out at the moment, but you slot a battery in there and it lasts for a couple of weeks. And that's pretty much all I've been able to get out of it. And the same as the other one at the front. So these cameras are the Nest camera battery, I think it's called. They're pretty much a very similar design to the other Simply Safe cameras, as in they're magnetically joined and connected to the boat, and pretty much that's all of the similarities there is, really. And I'll tell you why. So in addition to the two external cameras that I had mounted on the back of the boat, I also had a keypad to alarm the system, and this was the home hub. There were smoke alarms. I had two of these connected, one in the front of the boat and one at the back, and then I had the door sensors as well. And also, in addition to that, I also had two of the internal cameras. At the time, I thought I got a brilliant deal for all these things. Oh, and I also had a, which isn't here, I also had a water sensor, which is absolutely awesome for a boat. So the concept of this system, I was really impressed with it, and I thought this has got to be the right thing for me. Because it's totally wireless. I didn't have to run wires, extra wires around the boat, which was something I really wanted to avoid if I could. And it said that the batteries lasted a long time and things like that, and reliable backup system for security people to come out to the property or wherever the boat was, if you told them, that is. Was a really good concept, and I thought that gives me a lot of peace of mind. Leaving the boat for long periods or even short periods, at least I didn't have to worry about the boat. So for me, I thought, fantastic, that's one, that's the system I've got to go for. So in principle, this system's very, very good. In reality, after a year, I only actually wanted or needed the system on one occasion where something happened along the towpath, and I wanted to be able to record that and gain the footage. And I paid the £20 a month for the system to be backed up and things like that. Basically, the footage wasn't there on my app, so then I contacted Simply Safe Direct. And they didn't have the stuff either. They didn't have the video footage either. In fact, they hadn't had any uploads from my system for 30 days, which is a long time to not have any footage whatsoever at all. The other downsides as well for this system is the smoke alarms, for some strange reason, went off a few occasions, like at 2, 4 in the morning. And when that goes off, the alarms go off, the cameras go off, there's a lot of noise. And if you're parked up, if you're on a boat, parked up next to other boats, that's going to really annoy them. And if you're in a house, that's going to annoy them as well. But so that was a bit of an issue. I did have two cameras that disconnected and just didn't work ever again. That's why I've still got two cameras here now. But apart from that, it was a great idea, a great concept. I really hope for the company that they iron out the issues that they have with this camera system, because to be honest, the concept of it is brilliant. It's just that the technology is lacking and a little bit behind other things. So after that incident, I basically asked them for my money back, and remarkably, I didn't think they would, but they did. They gave me my money back. So thank you to Simply Safe for being, if not the best camera system, they certainly were the most remarkable customer service, and I really do stand by that. They were fantastic. Every time I rang up with any issue at all, there was no qualms. They just sent out the product and talked me through it, tried to get it resolved really, really quick. It was within a couple of days each time, and I had a fair few issues. So thank you to Simply Safe for being such a great company for that reason. And I regretted having to actually have to leave them, because I needed footage that was going to be more reliable. And that's why I've gone for the Nest camera system. And I'm going to talk to you about that now. So this is the camera, the Nest Cam battery that I had delivered from Google, and I ordered directly from their website. This was the double pack, and there we go, finally got it out. Now the cameras are already set up, and I've been testing them out for the last few days. You don't get a great deal in the box. You get the mounting screwdrivers and stuff, and the plugs and all that sort of thing. These actually came with these QR codes that I've taken off and put in there. There is a little instruction manual and some mounting things that I didn't need. And then there's also a charging lead for each one, I believe. I think, yeah, that's all gone. So yeah, the charging leads, everything you need really for both cameras was in the boxes. And now these cameras are really something special, and I'm going to show you why. So hopefully you can see this. I have my Google Home app. I've got everything connected to my boat. In fact, let's just turn the light down a little bit on this, and hopefully you'll be able to see it a bit better. Right, so here we go. Right, so in my Home app for the Google devices, I've got my balcony camera, so I'm going to go into there. Now it's telling me that I've got 1 week left of battery life. Now I haven't even charged that one, so that's how it's been for the last 2 weeks. I've been running this system for about 2 weeks. Right, the Simply Safe cameras took forever to connect, and then you really crossed your fingers and hoped that it would actually load. So let's do a test now. I'm going to press the live view, and hopefully it does what it always does. That's pretty quick. So there we go, we've got our live view on the front of the boat. I can talk to the person by pressing that button, and I can also save this footage. It also tells me some other information, like it's 39% of battery left. And also one of the things here is the history. Now this is superb. So I can scroll through, or I can zoom to each event, and it connects pretty quickly. and gives me great footage, really good clarity. You can zoom in as well, so you can zoom in quite a way. So you've got all of that, and you can keep going back for 30 days on this, because I'm paying £2 something for the storage. So that's that. The other camera is connected as well. That's a similar sort of story. Well, exactly the same. I can there you go, front door. So it tells me 98% battery, and let's have a look out at the back, see how quick this one is. There you go. That's pretty quick. History, let's go on to that. There you go. There's a clip for me going in and out the boat. And yeah, pretty good. And it just works. Right, so the other thing that's really awesome about this camera system, it identifies people. So in this frame here, it's got a picture of me coming into the boat, and it's got Dan front door, so it knows that it was me. It's facial recognition. And then what we can do, let's have a look at the library. So I've only got a few faces there, and I've got Sam, Jenny and Dan. So that's all I've added at the moment, but as you can see, it knows them, and it really does work. Every time it knows the person, there you go. This is for instance, it doesn't know this face, so if we go into that, yeah, this guy it doesn't know, but it's clocked his face, and it's also told me that he's not in my library. And if I go into add, let's do it. So these are all of the people that it doesn't know, and he asks me if I know the person or not. Now I don't know her, so I'm going to press no. That's the guy that it flagged up a minute ago. I don't know him. I don't know him. In fact, it's like I don't know many people anymore. But as you can see, if I do know them, I can press yes, and then it asks me if I want to name them, and then I name the person. But yeah, I don't know any of these people. But it has a real good zoom in on their face, so I can have a good look at them. And it's been flawless so far. And that's Jenny, so I do know her. So I'm going to add. Here we go. I'm just going to add it to there. So it's asking me, is it the same person? And I'm just going to put yes. And now it knows that that person's the same person. Here we have the £70 indoor camera from Simply Safe and the £180 outdoor camera from Simply Safe. If you do buy the Simply Safe system, you will need a base unit and keypad, and they give you a free indoor camera as well. But this does come to a price of a minimum of £359 for the two cameras. Here we have the Nest cameras from Google at £179.99 for one, and for the 2-pack, which is what I went for, £319.99. One of the great things about these cameras, you don't actually need a home hub or anything else to connect to. It just connects to the internet and away you go. Also in the Nest Google lineup, you have also got the Floodlight Edition, which is £269.99, and the indoor camera as well at £90. So it also connects to the Google Home Hub, which I have in the bedroom set up, and if I hear somebody or it pings me, I can just look from the side of the bed. I can check the two cameras, really quick and easy. It literally connects instantly, and I'm really impressed. So 2 weeks in, and it's really obvious it's a lot better than the other system. But that's not saying the other system wasn't good in its own way. Like I say, really good concept. The technology is lacking, and being out in the sticks in the middle of nowhere with limited internet and things like that, I did need it to be a lot more reliable, and the other system wasn't. The Simply Safe system wasn't, unfortunately. But 2 weeks in, Google system's working amazingly, and let's just see how it goes on. Please like, share and subscribe. I really appreciate you if you can do that for me, and see you next time.